Perspective in terms of what's of course likely to happen in these crucial elections in Turkey. We're being joined in by Mr. Ahmad Shahidov, who's joining us live from Istanbul. He's an international relations expert and also a political analyst. Now, Mr. Shahidov, this is a very crucial election for the Turkish nation. Erdogan has been at the helm of affairs for about 2 decades now, and now with these pro-Kurdish parties stating that they would want to back the opposition leader who's contesting against Erdogan, does it swing the balance against Erdogan?
Thank you for having me in your program. Unlike the previous elections, the elections to be held in Turkey on May 14 are more exciting and intense because 2 big political blocs will face each other in the May 14 elections. Officially, also there are 4 presidential candidates, but the main competition in the elections is expected to be between 2 candidates, and these are the current president of the Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, and the main opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. The other 2 candidates have very little chance. And the May 14 elections will go down in history of the Turkey as the election that will determine the fate, the future of the Turkey, because if the current President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan will be re-elected, there will be no change in Turkey's foreign policy and internal policy as well, and Turkey will conduct a more independent foreign policy, independent relations with the Turkic states, and Eurasia will strengthen, and Turkey's defense industry will expand further, and Turkey will become a country with nuclear energy. But if the main opposition leader Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu wins, there will be, I think, a very serious change in Turkey's foreign policy. Turkey will fully integrate into the West, United States and Europe, and steps will be taken, very serious steps will be taken in accordance with the policies of US and NATO. And of course, this will affect Turkey's relations with its current allies, I mean Russia and China, and Turkey can take an active role in Ukrainian war, and Ankara's policy in Iraq and Syria may change as well. And from this point of view, the elections in Turkey are not an internal issue of Turkey, but elections that will affect many countries in the region and in the world. But I think that the chance of Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdoğan is almost about 51%, because during the pre-election period, the ruling party, AK Party, expanded its bloc, and some additional parties like Hüdapar, Kurdish party.
Mr. Shahidov, if I can just interrupt you there, it's important, as you said, that this is an election whose results will have ramifications way beyond the borders of Turkey, and in fact, this will have consequences for the region at large. But the question that I want to ask you is, after having dominated the Turkish politics for 2 decades with his hard nationalist agenda, how does Erdogan now shape up against the opposition leader who's now taking on Erdogan, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu? Does he still remain as popular as he was before with the Turkish people, especially at a time when the economy of Turkey is in pretty poor shape?
The main opposition leader, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, is still popular in Turkey. And after the February earthquake in Turkey, more than 55,000 people were killed, and it also affects the current reputation of the current President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan and his government as well. And thousands of people also wish to change the current rulings, the current government, and they are in front of to vote to Erdogan or to vote to the main opposition party's leader, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. And unlike the previous elections, of course, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu's all voices and his reputation are a little bit high, but anyway, I think that it is impossible to make any statement about the results of these elections.
I think you've hit the nail on the head. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Shahidov, there for joining us and getting us all those insights. This is a crucial election that we'll continue to track very closely here on Wion.